Before we came to this area, I think all this place has been cleaned up. Alhamdulillah, store is being built on. Business is going on. Now we are coming in. We are eating the food, drinking. After that, where do we throw all our rubbish? You cannot eat your rubbish. Lucky the Prophet said, even your rubbish you must eat. No. You must throw your rubbish. Where do you throw? They got dustbin. Do not just eat there, sit there, and after that you know how to lift up yourself and move from that area, but you do not know how to carry all that rubbish around you. That's not good. That means you have no respect and love to the environment. The Prophet reminds his ummah, وَلَا تَمْشِي فِي الْأَرْضِ مَرَحًا. Do not walk on this planet earth with pride. No. But humbly. You must walk on this planet humbly. Like a servant of Allah. This is the teaching of Prophet Muhammad. Do not mistreat your neighbor. Honor them. Because your neighbor have right upon you. The Prophet said, Man kana yu'minu billah wa yawmal akhir falayukrim jarahu. Whoever believes in Allah and the day of judgment, honor your neighbor. Respect your neighbor. Your neighbor have right upon you. It's beautiful religion. This is the mercy, the blessing, the love that the Prophet have taught his ummah. Have we been very kind to our neighbor? Wallahu alam. Try. You can try. You don't lose anything, brothers. To be good to other people, you don't lose anything. You have more to gain. Because whatever you do, the Prophet wants you to do sincerely for the sake of Allah. Khalisan lillahi ta'ala. Not because you want to be praised by somebody. Not because you want to be rewarded by somebody. No, I just do to please Allah. This is what the Prophet have developed. This ummah. This is what the Prophet have taught the early ummah. And that's why at the end of the day, the Prophet said, Khairun nas qarni, thumma allazina yalunahum, thumma allazina yalunahum. He stopped there. What is the meaning of this saying of the Prophet? The Prophet said, the best nation, the best people is the people who live in my time. The people who live with the Prophet. Why? Because the Prophet's time, the Muslim is not like the Muslim today. Why the Muslim in the time of the Prophet is been honored, highly respected by all tribes and all nations is because the ummah in the time of Prophet is sami'na wa ata'na. Is the ummah who listen and obey. Very obedient ummah. Whatever Allah command them, whatever the Prophet command them, they just said, Sami'na wa ata'na. We hear you, O Prophet Muhammad, and we obey your command. And Allah bless this ummah. That's why the Prophet said, Usikum bitaqwallah. There is no advice that is greater, that have better or greater value in the sight of Islam, except the wasiyat of the Prophet. Usikum bitaqwallah. I remind all of you to be faithful to Allah. Why and how can you be faithful to Allah? Then the Prophet elaborate, he tried to explain further. He said, wasam'ah wa ta'ah. You can be a good believer, a good person, if you have these two important characters. Be a good listener and obey. How do you feel, brothers? You have a wife who like to listen to what you say, what you want them to do, and they obey you. Do you find peace? Do you find peace, brother, at home? You have children who always listen to what you say and obey what you say. Are you happy to be the father? Do you think you have blood pressure every day? No blood pressure, inshallah. The blood pressure is always normal. Now, every morning you wake up, your pressure go up. When you talk to your husband don't respond to you. Your pressure go up again. When you call your children, the children just pretend that he don't hear you. Your pressure shoot up again. Now, this is what happened to our life today. We live with all these kind of problems, anxiety, worry, because the environment today is not a faithful environment. Because we don't follow the teaching of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That's why the Prophet said, the early people is the best because sami'na wa ata'na. We listen. Today we are listening to what the Prophet said. The Prophet said, khairukum man khairukum li ahli wa ana khairu li ahli. The best among you, O man, is the one who are best to his wife. I am the best to my wife. Can you be the best to your wife, brothers? I don't hear you. I don't hear you. Alhamdulillah, sister, you are the witness. They say, I don't say. They say to you today that they are going to be a good husband. Alhamdulillah. Now, brother, if you change today, after today, when you walk with your wife, help her. When she walk upstairs, downstairs, be careful. Don't just think of yourself. Give her a helping hand. Let her hold you. If there's an urgency that she wants to fall, you are there to grab her. Or you just want to see her fall. Maybe you will do that. Before you got married, you know, you're walking with your girlfriend, the woman that you love so much. Alhamdulillah. But still not husband and wife yet. Suddenly, she tripped. She fall because of a stone. Small stone. You know what will happen to you? How do you respond? Do you remember? You forget. You will curse that stone. You will scold. What? Who is the one who put the stone there? You will curse that small stone. This stone is the cause that make her fall. But after you got married, if your wife tripped because of that stone again, you are not cursing the stone anymore. You're cursing your wife. Say, are you blind? Don't you see the stone there? You see the changes in the man? Astaghfirullah. Before marriage, you blame the stone. After marriage, you blame your wife now. Do you think a normal wife would like to step on a stone and let herself trip? No. It happens sometimes. Accident happen. But you see the changes in you. You are no more loving to them anymore. You take things for granted. This is my wife now. What is there to love? Yeah. There's more to love to your wife. When she was not your wife, you love her so much. After she became your wife, you don't know how to show love to her anymore. There's something very wrong. And that's what the Prophet said. If you want to be the best, if you are thankful to be the followers of Prophet Muhammad, start within yourself. Show kindness to yourself and show kindness to your wife. Simple. Is that difficult? To love your wife, do you think that you will downgrade yourself? No. Your wife will love you more. When your wife loves you more, Allahu Akbar, you have more peace. Your house is like a Jannah for you. Your kitchen is like a Jannah for you. The wife will cook the best food for you. Inshallah. She will never put any poison inside your food. But don't ill-treat them. You know, they are the one in charge of your food. Now, when you make them angry, they can make you suffer. Yeah. But not our wife. Our wife, they are a good wife. Alhamdulillah. Yeah. Qurratul a'yun. Yeah. We ask Allah to make our wife that please our eyes. When we look at them, we feel the coolness of our eye. I mean, this is a beautiful teaching of Islam.